All right, and we are back at it again. This time we have a redemption video from yet another vacation that I've used points and miles to make the absolute best of. This one has been unique though, because I was actually able to take, well, most of the family. We got a party of 6, so 4 of us went, me, the wife, and the littles. And in this video, we will be showing you the Conrad Hilton in Fort Lauderdale Beach. Or is it the Hilton Conrad? I don't know. It's kind of like Enzo Ferrari or the Ferrari Enzo, because like the cars. Well, anyway, in any case, let my co-star do her thing. We'll let her, do her razzle dazzle, and then we will get right into the hotel review and all of the numbers and the good stuff that you came for.
Welcome back to my dad's channel. If you're new here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
So normally in these videos, you'll be kept in suspense and la-di-da, how did they do it, blah, blah, blah. And I would show you all this opulence and everything that goes with it. But in this one, I'm kind of going to turn convention on its ear. We are going to get straight, and I mean straight to the numbers. So instead of starting with the tour first, why don't we start with the numbers? Now, the original cost for this hotel stay, which was over the course of 3 days, was 1 free night award, courtesy of the sign-up bonus from my Hilton Surpass that I got last year summer after the Vegas meetup, and 181,000 Hilton points that I spent. So that way, no money out of pocket. Now, as we know, points cover all resorts fees. They cover room taxes, all occupancy fees. So that is one of the big reasons why a lot of people like to use points, especially hotel points, and that's why they require so many of them. So we got 181,000 points plus 1 FNA for a 3-night stay at Fort Lauderdale Beach, and this hotel was gorgeous. In addition to spending the FNA and the points, it is my pleasure to say that we were actually double upgraded when we were there, because I had checked in electronically, but apparently at the Conrad, when you check in electronically, they don't assign you a room as you normally would get with most other Hilton properties, and that's because residences are on the premises. So some people actually live there. So they can't just have you willy-nilly running around with an electronic key in your phone to open any door. So even when you check in electronically, you actually do still have to go to the property to have your room assigned. Now, our room was supposed to be ready at 4 o'clock. We had booked a junior, it was originally a junior suite. It was a standard room. It was like a junior suite, because it's an all-suite hotel. So essentially, it's a hotel room with a full kitchen and so on and so forth, and a couch and a sitting area. So that was the original booking. When we went there, they advised us that we had a 1-bedroom suite waiting for us, and the room had been cleaned, but it needed to be inspected, whatever that means. So there was no problem. It's me, the wife, the littles, who were just utterly and totally just shocked and in awe of just the magnitude of the lobby. So we waited patiently, but for some reason we just kept seeing people get checked in and checked in and checked in. 5 minutes turned into 10, 10 turned into 15, and when you have a 3 and a 4-year-old, you kind of want them to get to a room and stop enjoying how loud their voices can get when there's an echo in the lobby. So now, with that being considered, they actually asked if they could upgrade us to a 2-bedroom residence as opposed to the 1-bedroom suite that we had. So we actually got to stay in the East Tower that's directly connected to the pool. So it was a short elevator ride up, and it was totally worth it. And now we're going to get into the cash price of what this stay would have been had we booked it cash. Now, I looked up the price of the room literally while we were there a week ahead, because it's all summer, it's all South Florida, so the prices are negligible. There's maybe $10 fluctuations. While we were there, we found out that this room was $967 a night. That's the Hilton deal, the Hilton Honors deal. Thinking about that, those 3 nights would have cost us $2,901 had we paid cash. Now, me being the kind of person I am and really trying to outline to you guys how powerful points are, instead of just doing the 2901, I live in Florida, so I'm much more familiar with their occupancy fees and so on and so forth than I am with other states. So just to kind of drive the nail in a little bit more, let's go ahead and add the 7% sales tax, 6% tourist fee, and the $40 a day resort fee. If we would have had to have paid that cash, because that would have all been a part of a cash booking. Now, as a reminder, just understand, if you book things with points and you do any cash upgrades whatsoever, understand that opens you up to taxes, occupancy fees, and resort fees. So when you do your points booking, make sure you try to keep it all points all the time period, so you can walk in, walk out with a zero folio. Now, given the percentages of all occupancy taxes and so on and so forth, that is going to add another almost $500 to the bill. But our total cash bill, had we paid cash, would have been $3,398.13, according to my tax calculations in the Great Sunshine State. So now, instead of paying that, we paid $181,000 Hilton Honors Points and an FNA, and then we just fed ourselves. So like, you can't really beat that for this type of reaction.
Elevator.
Cool, mommy.
So cool.
Now with that, of course, we use the Hilton Aspire credit card. We put that down to get the best points earning possible for anything that we charge to the room. We got $50 per day Diamond member food and beverage credits. So we did order a little room service here and there, because I mean, by all means, we could afford it because we weren't paying this astronomical price for this room, and we got credits applied to it. Johnny on the spot, 34 points per dollar earned with the Hilton Aspire. And luckily, thank goodness for my wife, she had her card on her, because I was so excited I actually left mine at home. So I was able to burn through some of those Hilton gift cards I bought with the Surpass on some in-room dining, in addition to our credits with the Aspire. So it was a fantastic weekend. Big fun was had by all, and this worked out to be a great getaway for the littles, for the wife and myself. We were able to meet up with none other than Luke from Luke's Points and Miles and his lovely family. And, you know, we were all chopping it up, having a great time. And I do believe they got me drunk. And I believe they got me drunk on purpose, because I've been drinking pretty much all day, but it wasn't until I had this thing, it's called a cut water. And I'm telling you right now, it will, and I'm a pretty tough guy, it will knock you right out, because I was lit after that cut water. So shout out to Luke and his wife. Appreciate the cut waters, and we will be looking for those locally here, because we did enjoy them. So without further ado, why don't we get a tour going of the 2-room residence at the Conrad in Fort Lauderdale Beach. So I'll just let you guys have a look at some of these rooms and how it was all laid out. I will give you guys a montage of pictures and so on and so forth. It was a wonderful time.